Any Prabhuji want to read? Please. It's a very so beautiful sloka.
I
So
can read it. Hare Krishna.
yes, please, Mataji. Yeah, please.
Hare Krishna Dandavat Pranam, all devotees. Machita, their minds fully engaged in me.
Oh, you are to synonyms. Okay, okay, it's okay. I was just thinking like if we
Oh,
also
one more.
wanted
I
to
can
read
read
that
the
sloka.
shloka.
Yeah,
Ha.
sloka and then synonyms and translation. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, please.
मच्चित्ता मद्गतप्राणा बोधयन्तः परस्परं कथायन्तश्च मां नित्यं तुष्यन्ति च रमन्ति च.
Haribol.
Translation. Machita,
Synonyms.
I
Yeah.
mean synonyms. Machita, their minds fully engaged in me. Matgata prana, their lives devoted to me. Bodhayantaha, preaching. Parasparam, among themselves. Kathayantaha, talking. Cha, also. Mam, about me. Nityam, perpetually. Tushyanti, become pleased. Cha, also. Ramanti, enjoy transcendental bliss. Cha, also. Translation. The thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are fully devoted to my service, and they derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one another and conversing about me. Haribol.
Haribol. Thank you, Mataji, for reading. And purport, it's a little bigger, so um, two devotees can read the purport. First and second paragraph, one devotee, and then last paragraph, and the devotee can read.
Yeah, I can start.
Sure, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Pure devotees whose characteristics are mentioned here engage themselves fully in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Their minds cannot be diverted from the lotus feet of Krishna. Their talks are solely on the transcendental subjects. The symptoms of the pure devotees are described in this verse specifically. Devotees of the Supreme Lord are 24 hours daily engaged in glorifying the qualities and pastimes of the Supreme Lord. Their hearts and souls are constantly submerged in Krishna, and they take pleasure in discussing him with other devotees. In the preliminary stage of devotional service, they relish the transcendental pleasure from the service itself, and in the mature stage, they are actually situated in the love of God. Once situated in the transcendental position, they can relish the highest perfection, which is exhibited by the Lord in his abode. Lord Chaitanya likens transcendental devotional service to the sowing of a seed in the heart of the living entity. There are innumerable living entities traveling throughout the different planets of the universe, and out of them there are a few who are fortunate enough to meet a pure devotee and get a chance to understand devotional service. This devotional service is just like a seed, and if it is sown in the heart of a living entity, and if he goes on hearing and chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, that seed fructifies, just as the seed of a tree fructifies with regular watering. The spiritual plant of the devotional service gradually grows and grows until it penetrates the covering of the material universe and enters into the Brahma Jyoti effulgence in the spiritual sky, in the spiritual sky. In the spiritual sky, lost track.
Sorry, Prabhuji. Did I?
Where was
Are
I?
you are you saying the? Is that displayed? The
I think the no, I'm sorry, the Lord.
no.
No,
Did you?
you're scrolling the
Okay.
wrong direction.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. 1 minute. Yeah. Okay. I think I.
In the
Yeah. This.
spiritual sky.
Yeah.
Here.
The spiritual. Yeah. In the spiritual sky also, that plant grows more and more, and until it reaches the highest planet, which is called Goloka Vrindavan, the supreme planet of Krishna. Ultimately, the plant takes shelter under the lotus feet of Krishna and rests there. Gradually, as the plant grows, fruits and flowers, that plant of devotional service also produces fruits, and the watering process in the form of chanting and hearing goes on. This plant of devotional service is fully described in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 19. It is explained here that when the complete plant takes shelter under the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, one becomes fully absorbed in the love of God. Then he cannot live even for a moment without being in contact with the Supreme Lord, just as a fish cannot live without water. In such a state, the devotee actually attains the transcendental qualities in contact with the Supreme Lord.
Very
I
well.
think I'll stop.
Yes, then who will read the last beautiful paragraph of this verse? Who want to read?
I can read Mataji.
Sure.
Hare Krishna devotees and Pranam, all goes to Sri Prabhupada and Gurudev. The Srimad Bhagavatam is also full of such narrations about the relationship between the Supreme Lord and his devotees. Therefore, the Srimad Bhagavatam is very dear to the devotees as stated in Bhagavatam itself, 12th canto, 13th chapter, 18th verse. Srimad Bhagavatam Puranam Amalam Yat Vaishnavanam Priyam. In this narration, there is nothing but about material activities, economic development, sense gratification, or liberation. Srimad Bhagavatam is the only narration in which the transcendental nature of the Supreme Lord and his devotees is fully described. Thus, the realized souls in Krishna consciousness takes continual pleasure in hearing such transcendental literatures, just as a young boy and girl take pleasure in association. Thank you, Mataji.
Very well, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, you can just summarize this small paragraph and then Raghu Prabhuji will summarize the rest.
Yeah, sure, Mataji. Yeah, this is again wonderful, as Mataji said. These four shlokas are the gist of whole Bhagavad Gita. So, in the previous, 8 to 11, in the previous shloka, I mean, the theme is like, this establishes Krishna as the original source of all spiritual and material worlds. As Mataji sang, the wonderfully in our Janmashtami, uh, Brahmaji says that Sarva Karanaka, Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchitananda Vigraha, Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karanakanam. So we have to understand that Krishna is the cause of all causes, and the result of knowing that one surrenders and will try to engage in the devotional service of Krishna. So in this shloka itself, Prabhupada is mentioning that Krishna will become the life and soul of the devotee who constantly hears about and discusses about Lord Krishna. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padsevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedam. So these nine process of bhakti we should inculcate. Of course, everybody would have inculcation in specific, some are very interested in Shravanam, Kirtanam, but as a devotee, we should cultivate these. And then all the thoughts are my pure, Krishna says that our thoughts of my devotee delve in me always, and life will be fully devoted in my service. So there are two stages in devotional service: preliminary stage and like a mature, Shuddha Bhakta. In the preliminary stage, we relish the transcendental pleasure from the service itself. So that's why until we, of course, we become a pure devotee, we should try to do serve the Vaishnavas, senior devotees as much as possible. And then automatically, then once we are in the mature stage, we don't need to act or, in such a way, automatically the bhakti will come. So, those pure bhaktas will always situated in God consciousness. Whatever they do in their mind, they're always thinking about Krishna. So, I mean, materially, they might be doing some, menial service or whatever. So, here Prabhupada gives an analogy of Bhakti Lata Bija. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu compares the transcendental devotional service. When we sow the seed of bhakti in our heart, then it will fructify and it will grow as we chant and do. So we should not do show off. I was actually hearing one Prabhuji, today when there are a beautiful girl and there was in a village, and there was a like a mayor of that. He was whoever is the beautiful, he used to come and take them away. So pure bhaktas are like that, they don't like to show off. So she, I know it's not a uh, good example, but Prabhuji was saying that, those who are, really beautiful, they don't show off. So in this way, the pure bhaktas, they don't show off. And for us to grow this Bhakti Lata Bij, we have to water the seed every day. Like if we, we are planting some mango trees, we have to plant it and we have to be, a little patient. So in that way, we have to daily hear, chant, Hare Krishna mantra, hear from the devotional, senior devotees. Then automatically the seed will fructify and grows. Once it starts growing, it will go all the way to the spiritual planets. Of course, it reaches Brahma Jyoti and grows more and goes to the spiritual planets. The final destination is our Goloka Vrindavan, which is where we can have the shelter of the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. So that's how we can slowly chant here, and in that way, like a fish cannot live with it without a water. We have to be in such a way that without chanting, without the association of devotees, we should be like that, because in this maya, in this material world, it's very difficult. And in the last verse, I read in Srimad Bhagavatam, full of such narrations, relationships. We can read, wonderful pastimes of so many devotees like Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj, Kunti Maharani. There are so many shlokas. So that's why we have to continuously, hear from senior devotees, and then, we can get free from this dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So this is the transcendental narration, and the analogy here is just like a young boy and girl always try to associate themselves because they derive so much pleasure. In the same way, when one becomes a devotee, whatever he does, any seva, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, it gives more pleasure. Otherwise, it will be like Prabhuji was saying, like when we are chewing a sugar cane, we get lot of juice, but this material world is like a bamboo stick. How much ever you chew, there is no real enjoyment. People think that, oh, he did not chew properly. Let me try to chew nicely. I mean, you will break your teeth. But if you chew the real nectar, of the sugar cane, that's my understanding, Mataji. Please correct that. Hare Krishna.
Very nicely explained, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. I just have one question, Prabhuji. You've explained very beautifully. One question, one part you said that pure devotees don't show off, right, Prabhuji? What is an example of like show off, Prabhuji?
Like what Prabhuji was saying is like, when a pure devotee is given a chance to give a class or do kirtans, so they don't boost themselves, they don't say that, oh, I'm the best kirtaner, I'm the best, Bhagavad Katha reciter, you know, and some people try to show off, right, Mataji? So that's what Prabhuji was giving an example. Whatever the service is given to you, you do it nicely. If tomorrow there is a service given to you to clean the bathrooms, do that also nicely in the same way how you have been given a chance to lead the Bhagavad Gita.
So being humble, right,
Yeah. Yes, Mataji. Always be in humble and try to grab the service as much as possible. And don't deviate, like today I'm getting a kirtan, everybody is asking me to sing, so I'm only singing. but tomorrow, some cleaning work is there, I'll not do that. So something like that. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Very
Prabhuji,
nice point.
Prabhuji, I also have a question. You said that the real devotee enters the Brahma Jyotir and then gradually goes towards the Golok Vrindavan. Can you please little elaborate it
No,
properly?
no, not the real devotee Mataji. Generally, I think in this verse also, there was some mention of,
Yeah, it's mentioned here.
yeah. So the I think Raghu Prabhu was reading, right? The spiritual plant of devotional service gradually grows and grows until it penetrates the covering of the material universe. Once the material universe penetrates, the next is the enters the Brahma Jyoti's effulgence in the spiritual sky. In the spiritual sky also, the plant grows more and more until it reaches. So Mataji, as I think Sridham Prabhu showed that picture, right? So between after the material world, before the Vaikuntha Lokas, the Brahma Jyoti is the effulgence of the, Lord
Golok.
Krishna. Yeah, Golok, as Mataji said. So that effulgence is there, but for pure devotees, it doesn't, they don't, because pure devotees are like going in an escalator, right? Or, elevator or escalator, whatever you can say. They directly go. But in general, if some devotees they have to go in, go in a sequential, right? So when you're going in fact, I heard that when you're going to Vaikuntha Lokas, you will see lot of, when we are crossing this, mountains of gold, mountains of diamonds, mountains of this. So if one chance you have desire for that, you will be stuck there. So, but for pure devotees, they don't differentiate between a rock and a diamond, rock and a gold. So for them, that is nothing. Even like, Sanatan Goswami, the touchstone in the Chintamani jewel, you touch that touchstone to anything, it will become gold. That he put it in a garbage bin. So for them, nothing. So they don't, even if when they go through the Brahma Jyoti, they don't have any inculcation to that. That's my understanding, Mataji. Please add, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
And Prabhuji, I have one more question. So, how will we understand, like, what is explained over here, right? That the plant will grow and then it penetrates the material universe and then it moves to the Brahma Jyoti. So, like that process, how will the devotee know when that is being that is happening, Prabhuji?
Mataji, with my limited knowledge, I think, Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. And that's why every devotee should have, a Siksha Guru or a Diksha Guru, if not at least Siksha Guru. So, Guru is like a GPS, right? If we are going in a different city, we don't know. We turn on the GPS.
Mm.
So initially we will not know, but initially that's why, until one becomes a pure devotee. In fact, even after becoming pure devotee, also, people don't leave the association of their, gurus. So with Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra, automatically, and there are nine processes of bhakti, right? So that when once we purify our heart, automatically Krishna is there in our heart. Now we cannot hear Krishna because in my heart there's a lot of contamination, right? Whenever I'm trying to do something, Krishna always says something, but sometimes I don't listen, but I continue to do whatever I want. But when you try to chant nicely, then you can hear Lord Krishna as a Chaitya Guru in your heart. He will guide you automatically. And of course, until then, you need association of a senior Vaishnavas and, Siksha Guru, Diksha Guru. That's my understanding, Mataji. Please, anybody would like to add?
Prabhuji, thank you for explaining beautifully.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for explaining. Raghu Prabhuji, can you please also share your thoughts? Then I'll show some slides. Um,
Yeah, okay.
yes.
So yesterday in the text 8, it was clearly established that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And during the purport, uh, Prabhupada gave several uh, quotes from the various Upanishads, how Narayana uh, was always worshipped.
Can you mute? Okay. Yes, Prabhuji,
Yeah.
please go ahead.
So that was in text 8. Now in text 9, as Subal Prabhu already explained very well, quite a bit. Uh, here, the symptoms of a pure devotee who is totally immersed in devotion is explained here. So, uh, so if you look at the first few lines, pure devotees whose characteristics are mentioned here. So there are 3 points there. One is the transcendental loving service of the Lord. They're fully engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Second is that their minds are on the lotus feet of Krishna. And the third is that what they're discussing among all the other devotees is always about the different uh, uh, leelas of Krishna. So so they spend all their time. They're so uh, engrossed in it's totally immersed in bhakti that 24 hours a day they're engaged uh, in glorifying Krishna and uh, that yeah. So the other thing is that these devotees, uh, to become such a devotee, you need to be exposed to another pure devotee. That's what this second paragraph is saying. And for that, you start out as a devotee, but then if you want to keep advancing, that's where you need a guru and sadhu and shastra, as Subal Prabhu already mentioned. And once you're exposed to a pure devotee, then he can lift you up some more. And then I think Subal Prabhu already explained all this material on how the seed of bhakti, the plant grows from that and it fructifies and so on. So that basically, I see that whole thing as initially when we are starting out as devotees, we have a lot of material enticements. So gradually we have to get rid of that. That's basically what that analogy is saying. And you do that by by several actions. And one of them is nourishment through the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So we keep doing that, and the seed and the plant will keep growing and growing, and eventually all the material uh, material uh, interests that we have or material enchantments that we have uh, gradually start reducing, and they will eventually go to zero when when the plant penetrates uh, the universal covering and goes to the Goloka Vrindavan. And so then you become a purely transcendental uh, devotee, although you're living on the material world, but you are totally oblivious of what is going on around you in terms of all the material activities, although you have to do the necessary stuff. Thank you, Mataji.
Hari Bol. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for explaining the most important points. Both you and Shubal Prabhuji explained very well. This is so important and beautiful verse. And the everything is actually nectarian in Srimad Bhagavatam. So here in this verse, mat chitta is means their minds fully engaged. Whose mind? The pure devotee. So we need to understand who is practicing devotee or neophyte devotee like me, and who are the pure devotees. The pure devotees are like Yashoda, Mother Yashoda, Prahlad Maharaj, Prithu Maharaj, that Prabhuji mentioned. They are the pure devotee who engaged their minds and their lives. Mat gata. So please memorize this verse. Mat chitta mat gata prana. So mat chitta means their minds are fully engaged. Mat gata prana. Their lives devoted to me. Krishna is saying their whole lives they devoted to me. Parashparam, among themselves, what they are doing? Bodhayantaha, preaching. They are talking about Krishna all the time, all the time. And how much they talk about Krishna, they will fall in love more with Krishna. So in material world, it's a mundane example, like when a boy and girl talk about themselves, or like it's someone interested in some other girl or boy, they are talking about themselves a lot, and they are fall in love. So in spiritual world, as much as a devotee talk about Krishna, they purify themselves and fell in love with Krishna all the time and engage themselves. So that is the beauty of a pure devotee. And they do not have anything else other than talking about Krishna. They talk 24 hours a day, as Prabhupada mentioned. So I will share some slides with you. So, so here, so the devotional service, do you see did you see Prabhuji, the
Yes,
slide?
Mataji.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
Mataji. Yeah.
thank you. So the devotional service, this is the best among all the service. And this devotional service starts with three components. And that is I got from Gauranga Darshan Prabhuji. I must acknowledge his class. So Prabhuji was saying that devotional service starts with three components. One is emotion, second is expression, and third one is action. So emotion, why emotions? Emotion actually, um, emotion comes from our mind. So in our mind, emotions comes from our mind. And then expression, what we express through our words, we express something. And then action comes from our body. So as for example, is Damodar month is coming. So Mother Yashoda actually, when she was churning butter, so that means she was doing action through his body, through his hand. But in his mind, he was thinking about Krishna. He was thinking what my Lala is doing. My Lala will drink the milk I'm churning. So that's what in her mind she's thinking about. And expression, words, she's singing about Krishna while she's churning the butter. So that's why in the devotional service, mind, words, and body are very important. And we heard this word sometimes, BMW, body, mind, and words. Actually, these three things we can engage in our Krishna's service. But with our mind, we can think about Krishna in our body. We can do action or works for him doing service. And then words means kirtanam. We can do kirtanam not only means singing kirtanam. Kirtanam means kirti, describing Kirti of Lord Krishna, describing the Kirti of Lord Krishna with the devotees, with ourselves, with the family members, etc. So, what the pure devotee does, they always engage their mind, body, and words through their emotion, action, and expression towards Krishna, describing about Krishna. That is the devotional service they do. And pure devotee has nothing to do in this material world, as Prabhuji explained. They do not have anything as in the material world. Their only service is the devotional service and pleasing Krishna 24 hours. So, why this? Now I'm coming to the point why the devotional service is the best. Why? So, in Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela 4.6, 60, in the purport, Prabhupada is quoting the writing of Srila Jiva Goswami. So, what Srila Jiva Goswami wrote? Srila Jiva Goswami wrote is that Srila Jiva Goswami has elaborately discussed the Ladini potency in his Priti Sandarbha. So, Ladini potency is the Krishna's pleasure potency. We are not discussing much about that, but Ladini is the pleasure potency of Lord Krishna. He is the Bhoktaram, he is the supreme enjoyer. So that is his the potency and which comes through Srimati Radharani. So here Srila Jiva Goswami says that the Vedas clearly state that only devotional service can lead one to the personality of Godhead. Only devotional service can help a devotee meet the Supreme Lord face to face. What a word! Face to face, you will see Krishna by devotional service. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is attracted by devotional service, and as such, the ultimate supremacy of Vedic knowledge rests in knowing the signs of devotional service. So that is why the devotional service is the best. And Mataji was asking the question about why the plant will grow slowly and it will go from Brahmajyoti to the Golok Vrindavan. Actually, the devotee's goal is not to go to the effulgence, the light of Krishna. The devotee wants to do service to the Lord. What the devotee will do with the effulgence, the light of Krishna? What we want? We want the Shamsundar Krishna, two-handed form, where devotee can do the service to the Lord. So why we'll go to the light when our two-handed Shamsundar form is waiting for us in the Golok Vrindavan? So we'll go there, not the Brahmajati. So that's why, as Prabhuji mentioned, with the help of Guru, with the help of Shastra, will finally our destination will be the Golok Vrindavan, not the Brahmajyoti. Because Brahmajyoti there is no service, there is no devotional service, very boring. So that's why the Golok Vrindavan, Krishna is waiting for us and we can reach there through devotional service. Now, just Prabhuji read about Srimad Bhagavatam that Shloka 12.13.18, like why Srimad Bhagavatam is so most dear to the devotees. It's written in the purport of Bhagavad Gita 10.18. So here the translation, is anyone want to read the translation, please?
I can read, Mataji.
Sure, please.
Srimad Bhagavatam is the spotless Puran. It is most dear to the Vaishnavas because it describes the pure and supreme knowledge of the
Paramhamsa.
Paramhamsa.
Yeah.
This Bhagavatam reveals the means for becoming free from all material work, together with the processes of transcendental knowledge, renunciation, and devotion. Anyone who seriously tries to understand Srimad Bhagavatam, who properly hears and chants it with devotion, becomes completely liberated.
Rebol. So here it says that why Srimad Bhagavatam is very dear to the Vaishnavas, the devotees, because Srimad Bhagavatam describes the pure and supreme knowledge of the Paramhamsas. So Paramhamsas are the topmost devotee of the Lord. That's what it's written in the Srimad Bhagavatam. The definition of Paramhamsas are the topmost devotees of the Supreme Lord. So Srimad Bhagavatam described about the topmost devotees of the Lord and about the Lord himself. That's why this is so important Purana among other Puranas. So this is just why I just would like to share the translation, like why Srimad Bhagavatam is so important. And next we'll show you who is the pure devotee of the Lord. One example, and you saw that before. Why it's not going? Sorry, I'll just have to share again.
Yeah, we can see Mataji.
Can you see the next slide, Prabhuji?
Yeah, we can see that Srimad Bhagavatam 12, 13, 18.
Yes, but after that, why it's not going? It's I don't know. Hold on, Prabhuji. Sorry.
No.
I'm just.
We see you are already in Goloka Vrindavan.
Mataji, please take us as well.
Okay, I don't know what's going on. It's not moving. Krishna, 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 Krishna. So I just would like to show the Prahlad Maharaj and his devotion, as Prabhuji mentioned about that Shravanam Kirtanam.
Vishnu Smaranam.
Yeah, Prabhuji, can you please recite that? I'll just, in the meantime, I'll just get that. Prabhuji, any Prabhujis? The Shravanam Kirtanam.
Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam,
Sevanam.
Archanam Vandanam, Dasyam Sakyamatma, Nivedanaha.
Hari Bol. Thank you,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Yes. Okay, finally. So this is the one, Sri Prahlad Maharaj. He is, if I don't show Prahlad Maharaj or mention if his name, then it won't be complete. Discussing about the pure devotees. Do you see the screen, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So Prahlad Maharaj, as Prabhuji recites the shloka, Prahlad Maharaj, when he was 5 years old, and maybe some of you have seen the movie, Sri Narsimha movie, where Prahlad Maharaj, at 5 years in his age, he was preaching to his friends in the Gurukul about Lord Vishnu or Krishna. And this is the very famous verse Prahlad Maharaj says, Prahlad Uvacha, Sravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Saranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam Bandhanam, Dasyam Sakyam, Atma Nibedanam. So among these 9 processes of bhakti, Sravanam is the first one, and then Kirtanam. So these are the two very important. First, we have to hear about Krishna, and then we need to share what we learned with others. That's a very two important limbs of bhakti in devotional service. That's what Prahlad Maharaj described. So in this verse here, Prahlad Maharaj, if someone wants to read, they can read, please. The translation.
I can read, Mataji.
Yeah,
Hare
please.
Krishna.
Yes, please.
Prahlad Maharaj said, oops.
Sorry.
It's okay. Prahlad Maharaj said, hearing and chanting about the transcendental holy name, form, qualities, paraphernalia, and pastimes of Lord Vishnu, remembering them, serving the lotus feet of the Lord, offering the Lord respectful worship with 16 types of paraphernalia, offering prayers to the Lord, becoming his servant, considering the Lord one's best friend, and surrendering everything unto him. In other words, serving him with the body, mind, and words. These 9 processes are accepted as pure devotional service. One who has dedicated his life to the service of Krishna through these 9 methods should be understood to be the most learned person, for he has acquired complete knowledge.
Hari
Haribol.
Bol. Hari Bol. Thank you, Mataji, for reading. So that's the pure devotional service, and should be served with our body, mind, and words. That is, a pure devotee is saying in Srimad Bhagavatam. This is one of the example. There are a lot of pure devotees examples are written in Srimad Bhagavatam. And so now I'm going to the next slide. I'm hopefully able to. Why it's giving me hard time? So now in Srimad Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam 5.18.12, it's described by Srila Prabhupada in the purport that a pure devotee possesses 26 qualities. And now we'll read what are the qualities. So Prabhupada in this purport, he wrote that, and actually it's written in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, and from there Prabhupada quoted that Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj, the author of Chaitanya Charitamrita, says that all good qualities become manifest in the body of a Vaishnava, and that only by the presence of these good qualities can one distinguish a Vaishnava from a non-Vaishnava. Krishnadas Kaviraj lists the 26 good qualities of a Vaishnava. So first one is, he is very kind to everyone. Vaishnava has to be very kind. Number 2, he does not make anyone his enemy. So no enemy should exist in the life of a pure Vaishnava. Number 3, he is truthful. Number 4, he is equal to everyone. Number 5, no one can find any fault in him. Number 6, he is magnanimous. Number 7, he is mild. Number 8, he is always clean. So taking bath, I heard that Vaishnavas takes bath 3 times a day. So that's their normal routine, 3 times a day. Number 9 means they are clean from inside as well and outside. To do the service to the Lord, they have to clean in both ways, inside and outside. Number 9, he is without possessions. So he should not have anything in his possession. Number 10, he works for everyone's benefit. Like our gurus, they don't think about like if someone sin, because when guru give the diksha to the disciples all the sins actually guru takes. So like as for example, his holiness Joypataka Swami Maharaj, someone ask him like why you are giving so much so many people the diksha, don't give, you are getting sick, etc. They might not following your instructions, and but Maharaj says it's okay, I will give them diksha, it's okay, it should be okay. So, and then he's so merciful. He doesn't think about himself. I give just one examples. There are many examples of this type of devotees, pure devotees, who always works for everyone's benefit. Like Srila Prabhupada, at 70 years of age, he came to United States. It was so much risky for him, and he also had so much downtime in United States at the beginning, but he did not care, he just cared for everyone's benefit. That is an example of a pure devotee. So now I'm going to the number 11 quality. He is very peaceful. So inside and outside, both side he is peaceful. Number 12, he is always surrendered to Krishna. So like Prahlad Maharaj, like Ashoda Mata, everyone, all the pure devotees, always surrender to Krishna. Number 13, he has no material desires. He doesn't want anything materially. So he has no material desires. Number 14, he is very meek, means he is very humble. Number 15, he is steady. So he never get fear or anything, because fearful or anything. He always steady because he knows that Krishna is with him. So that's why he is steady. Number 16, he controls his senses. So which is important. A pure devotee always control their senses. They never get deviate from for the sense gratification. They always are very controlled. Like Haridas Thakur, Haridas Thakur is called Namacharya, and when someone, a landlord in his village, he sent prostitute to allure Haridas Thakur. But that prostitute become the devotee because of Haridas Thakur's power. So, so that is the pure devotee who can control all his senses. Number 17 is he does not eat more than required. So very less. Pure devotee eats very less. And then number 18 is he is not influenced by the Lord's illusory energy. So the illusion never influence a pure devotee. Number 19, he offers respect to everyone. Number 20, so pure devotee never thinks like, oh, he or she is younger than me or elder than me, or I know I'm a big person. They never think like that. They always respect to everyone. Even the animals or small creatures also they respect. Number 20, he does not deserve any respect for himself. So that is the quality of a pure devotee. They never respect for themselves, but they give respect to everyone. So His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj always says that do not expect any respect. If you expect any respect for yourself, then you have to born again. That is Maharaj always says, and it's always like stuck in my mind.
Very good.
Number 21 is he is very grave. Number 22, he is merciful. He is friendly, he is poetic, he is expert, and he is silent. He doesn't talk much except talking and preaching about his beloved Lord Krishna. So, these are the 26 qualities of a pure devotee. So, after seeing those qualities, I am thinking about myself where am I? So, it's so beautiful about reading those qualities of a pure devotee. So that is the one I just would like to share with you.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Mataji.
Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji. Yes.
Mataji,
Yes.
I am mesmerized about your good speech. I got Sravananandam through you.
Thank
Hello.
you, Prabhu. Hari Bol. All
Uh,
flourish to Srila
Mataji,
Prabhupada.
now you
Yes.
have described this Bhagavatam 26 qualities.
Yeah.
I am remembering that in Bhagavad Gita also 16th
Mhm.
chapter 1 to 3 Abhayam
Okay.
Sattva Samsuddhi Jnana Yoga Vyavastitihi Dhanam Damasya. So it
Mhm.
is both as well as same, but
Mhm.
some this one also difference in this one, Mataji. So I am very,
Yeah.
very thankful to you. Through you, I heard Bhagavatam same as well as in Bhagavad Gita also.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, this is from Prabhuji. I just would like to share. Yeah, this is from Chaitanya Charitamrita. That is Srila Prabhupada quoted in this
Hmm.
Srimad Bhagavatam 5.18.12. I took this one from this Srimad Bhagavatam. Srila Prabhupada's purport. Prabhupada quoted from Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Mataji, I will read Mataji. Thank you very much. Thank you so
Yes.
much. Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna
So,
Mataji. I have one
yes.
question over here. So this
Yes.
number 9, this says he is without any possessions. So does that mean only a sannyasi is a true devotee?
No, Mataji. That's not the case. Possession means like he might have some materialistic things he might have, but those are all like he doesn't think that is belongs to me. He thinks that belongs to Krishna. Why I'm saying this? Because Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he was the father of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj, and Bhakti Vinod Thakur actually was a grihastha, and he was magistrate in Jagannath Puri that time, and he has grihastha means he had some positions, right? Like he had the job, he has house, he has his children, but he never thinks that those are all belongs to him. He always thought that that belongs to the Krishna, that belongs to his guru Krishna. So that is I think it's that's it's is the that is meant here, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for beautifully explaining. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Mataji, I have a question.
Sure.
The point number 17, he does
Yeah.
not eat more than required. Why
Yes,
it is
Mataji.
mentioned like eating is not good?
No,
I
Mataji, no. Eating is very good. Without eating, how you will get the nutrition? But as Prabhupada says, and also in Bhagavad Gita, one sloka, I will share the sloka right now. I cannot remember what Krishna is saying. Too much, too less, and too spicy, too salty, too sugary, like all those are not good. Like anything too, T double O,
Ooh.
that too is not good. That is even in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says. I will find that sloka and I will get back to you. Mataji, I forgot that sloka.
To
But
sleep also, Mataji.
yeah, to sleep,
Too
too
much.
much sleep. So
Yes.
anything too much is not. So that's what Mataji said. He does not eat more than requires. Like what is required in his body, he will just eat, not more than that.
Yeah, Mataji,
Yes.
you can eat one gulab jamun, but not 4 or 5.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes, Prabhuji.
Correct, Prabhuji.
Overeating. Even Mataji, see nowadays and in medical field, like like people are saying like you can eat at least twice a day or sometimes once full meal per day, not even like that. So when I think those things, I feel like we are going back to the our old days, like they are also like they eat like 2 times a day, like that. And our devotees, I heard Guru Maharaj and senior devotees, they just eat maybe once a day or maybe maximum twice a day, two full meals or one full meals.
Yes,
So
Mataji.
that, yeah, because
Our
of the health
Neelagovind
and
Prabhuji
everything.
also, Mataji. Neelagovind Prabhuji,
Oh,
uh,
yeah, yeah,
one full
yeah,
meal a day, that's it.
yeah. Neil Govinda Prabhuji, one full meal a day. Actually, oh, Prabhuji, did you get that verse where
Yes, Mataji.
Krishna,
Yeah.
Krishna? Oh, horrible. Okay, Prabhuji already shared this. Yeah, Prabhuji shared this. You can read. Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. You can read Mataji this one. Foods that are too bitter, too sour, salty, hot, pungent, dry, and burning are dear to those in the mode of passion. Such foods cause distress, misery, and because disease. Sorry, disease.
I also would like to add one more point. I heard that two things that reduce our lifespan are eating food and talking. And so that is
Mhm.
why on the days of Ekadashi, like we avoid food on that day, and that increases our lifespan. I don't know if that is true, but we have to eat minimum to keep us ourselves alive. But eating too much will shorten that lifespan.
Yes, Mataji. But Ekadushi, they not only for that reason, right? Like not only for life increase the lifespan.
Yes,
Why
all
we
the
do,
stories.
right?
Yes, for all the stories, they say like this Indra Ekadashi, the forefathers go to Vaikuntha, and whoever is observing, they go to Swargalok, I think. Uh,
Yeah. So in general, we do the Ekadashi. First reason is to come closer to Krishna because Upobash, this is the Bengali word Upobash. Upobash means Upo means near, closer. Bash means stay with Krishna, stay or live. So means you can stay close to Krishna during the Ekadashi day, because that day we are not cooking much, we are not spending our time on other things, including cooking, but to spend more time with Krishna. That is first reason. And second reason is because if we eat, especially the grains, all the sins, actually, that's a good story of Parikshit Maharaj when he was the king, that Yamraj, sorry, not Yamraj, that Kali came to him and asking like, I want to come to your kingdom now. Then Parikshit Maharaj says, no, 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 you go, do not come. Then he asked like, where will I then go? Then he said, go to those grains, stay on those grains. And who will eat those grains in the Ekadashi day, they will get all the sins. So that is the reason. That is one of the version of the story. Maybe there are other versions also. And then I also heard the other versions too of Ekadashi. But the main thing, not eating grains in Ekadashi day is because all the sins goes to the grains. If someone eats the grains, they will get those sins because or Kali hides on those grains on Ekadashi day.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
beautiful explaining.
Prabhuji, please add or correct Shubal Prabhu for this.
No, no, Mataji, you wonderfully explained. Yeah, as Mataji said, because when Parikshit Maharaj, Kalipurusha is also, I mean, so he begs Parikshit Maharaj, and Parikshit Maharaj says, one of the place you stay is there, and in the gold, and they're like Hiranya means gold, right? So, of course, if we use it in Krishna's service, it's a good thing, but we should not use it, materially. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Okay, 9:03. Now we have to pause our class for the day. I hope I will to like give you little bit of the nectar of Srila Prabhupada and Srimad Bhagavatam.
Very nice class,
Very nice,
Mataji.
Mataji. You did very well.
Mataji ki jai. Let's say
Jai.
3 times Hari Bol loudly.
Hari Bol, Hari
Hey,
Bol,
Danda Pranam.
Hari Bol.
Nice class.
Srila Prabhupada.
Very, very
Thank you.
nice class, Mataji. Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna, Prabhuji.
Dandat Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Dhanyavad Pranam. All glories to
Very
Srila Prabhupada.
insightful.
Vancha Kalpatarubhaisya. Thank you, Dhara Mataji.
Okay.
Vancha Kalpatarubhaisya Kripa Sindhu Bhaiva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhya Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. ISKCON Temple Sankirtan ki jai. All glories to all
Jai.
Prabhujis and Matajis. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Danda Pranam. Hare
Dhanyavad
Krishna.
Pranam. Bye.
Very nice
Bye.
class.